Thank you guys for joining in. Bit of sad news today. I'm just going to get right into it. Not going to waste your time. Ben Gordon was caught in Harlem, New York, trying to stab people with a sewing needle. He was detained and taken right into the hospital. Ben Gordon. It's just sad seeing stories like this. It really is. I mean, this is Ben Gordon, the man who, won an NCAA championship, was a third pick in the draft, was the first rookie to win Sixth Man of the Year, had his entire career very, very promising at the early stages of his career, and it just didn't really work out. And he retired at 31 years old. That's it. It's just a bit upsetting, man. It's very, very upsetting. But Ben Gordon, when Ben Gordon was the man, he was the man. Believe me. 2006, he takes Dwayne Wade and Shaquille O'Neal 6 games. That was the eventual champions, Miami Heat. He took them 6 games. That was Ben Gordon. The next year, he sweeps them. Make any excuse you want about that series. Any excuse you want. I've heard them all. Dwayne Wade was playing. Shaq was playing. He swept them. That was Ben Gordon. And, I think the turning point in his career was when the Chicago Bulls just got the lottery odds landed on their lap. 2% chance of getting the first pick in the draft. They get it. They get Derrick Rose. And, another guard, contract was a situation that they didn't stylistically, how do you say that? They didn't stylistically complement each other, I would say. And, it didn't work out. And he left, which is okay. That happens sometimes. Which is unfortunate that once he left, didn't really work out. But again, I'll say this again. When Ben Gordon was in Chicago, people forget it, and it riles me up. Ben Gordon was the man. 2009 NBA playoffs, dropping 42 against the Celtics. No answer for him. 7 games. The man. And you look at this, man. He went to Chicago, then to Detroit. Starts, they drop. Charlotte Bobcats, they shouldn't have dropped, but they dropped. Orlando, one quick little stunt, and he was out of the league. 31 years old. And he's what I call an NBA homer. And I have a list. A top 10 all-time NBA homers list. Hear me out. Number 10 on the list, Russell Westbrook. Now, these are guys who, they excelled in one place. Everywhere else they went, for whatever reason, didn't really work out. And Russell Westbrook, obviously, Oklahoma City Thunder. He wasn't injured. He had no injury concerns when he went to Houston. No real injury concerns when he went to Washington. Just didn't work out. LA, didn't work out. Isaiah Thomas, obviously the Celtics, little man Isaiah Thomas. Like all little mans, good little mans who played in good teams, he needed a good system of defense around him, surrounding him, tall guys, and it worked out. Other places it didn't. Just the way it is. Number 8, Lance Stevenson. If it wasn't Indiana, it wasn't it. It didn't matter which time he went to Indiana. I think he went there 3 different times, and guess what? He had 3 randomly spiked picks in his career. Always when he went to Indiana. The fans adored him. Make him dance, Lance. Number 7, Steve Nash. Now hear me out. I can argue, or you can argue, that he had similar stats, maybe in Dallas, but nowhere was his production more off the table, through the ceiling, than Phoenix. The things he was doing in Phoenix, it wasn't really comparable to anywhere else. Once he left the shadow of Dirk, it was not comparable. However you want to say that, was 7 seconds less offense. Mike D'Antoni just understood him. Phoenix, man. That was Steve Nash. Number 6, Allen Iverson. Pretty obvious. He, again, a bit like Isaiah, he excelled with top defense, but he also excelled when he was given the green light to take every single shot he wanted. I loved Allen Iverson. I really did, but that was the truth about his career. If he wasn't taking every shot, it didn't really work out. Didn't really work out anywhere else, He excelled when he was given the green light, and no one, or maybe nowhere, no other team was more, accommodating to what it took for Allen Iverson to showcase the best version of Allen Iverson. But if he wasn't the first player, right. Number 5, Jason Kidd. Maybe you could say Dallas first, but I'm saying Brooklyn, the Brooklyn Nets or New Jersey Nets. You reckon the Suns regretted trading him? He had that little scandal and they traded him. You reckon they regretted that? I reckon they did. You could say Dallas for it as well because, he was an all-star his first stint there. His next stint, he also was an all-star, but he won a championship in Dallas. So I just think the New Jersey Nets version of Jason Kidd was just unbelievable. And that's why I have him here. Number 4, LeBron. And okay, did I just want LeBron James on my list? Maybe a little bit. Hear me out. I don't think another place. He was never more incentivized to win an NBA championship than when he was in Cleveland. Never. When he went to Miami Heat, of course he was going to win it. That was really upsetting when he didn't win it the first time. When he went to Cleveland, his hometown, especially that second go around, it was. I think that was the best version of LeBron. You had the incentive, the motivation, obviously, and then you've got all the other factors. His IQ was at a great stage. He's still like this overpowering, fast athlete, big body frame, could shoot. It was LeBron James, in Cleveland stand. I think LeBron James, I would argue, was a little bit of a homer. Of course, he's amazing everywhere else he goes. Not shitting on the guy, but it's the truth. Number 3, obviously, Ben Gordon. Just went through this. Number 2, Derek Fisher. Won 5 championships for the LA Lakers. Sure, he had a decent little run in Golden State. He had a better run. I think he went to the conference finals with Utah. That's right, Utah Jazz. But, Phil Jackson. He was his little puppet master, man. The triangle, Derek Fisher, he got it. 5 NBA championships. I'm putting him down. And number 1, bit of a weird one, Lamar Odom. I don't know if it's LA. I don't know if it's Clippers. Whatever you want to say. I just think he needed LA. I don't know what it was about Lamar Odom, but I just think once he left LA, I think it all kind of caught up to him a little bit. His crazy personal demons and whatever he was dealing with. I think he needed LA as a bit of a distraction. And when he left LA, I forgot how quickly was he out of the league. How much did his production just drop when he left LA? That's upsetting. And a lot of these guys were a bit upsetting, but Ben Gordon, man, is just really upsetting. When you hear these news about these guys, given all the money in the world, but your mental health and those type of things, they don't care how much money you make, they don't care what you've accomplished. I just think when he left the league, I just don't think he handled it very well. Not judging the guy, I just think that's a big factor when he was out of the league, not his choice. And I'm not going to go reading off some of the things he's gone through post his playing career. He's been charged, been arrested for a couple more things. I've already making this video. I don't want to dive into the guy too much. If you want to do that, you can do your own research. But we're rooting for you, Ben. Really are. It's upsetting when you see this stuff, and yeah, I hope this leads to a good story at the end. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.